Lil Nog came out and said that he would probably retire after his trilogy fight coming up with Shogun. And I gotta tell you, contrary to popular belief, I don't have any heat with the Nogueira brothers. Not any real heat. I mean, both those guys are kind of dicks to me when I see them, but I don't wish either one of them poorly. But it does remind me of the old Rodney Dangerfield bit, where he comes out and he says, I retired for 2 years and nobody knew. Lil Nog announcing that he's going to retire after he fights Shogun the third time is how I knew that Lil Nog wasn't retired. How are you telling me Lil Nog still fights in mixed martial arts? And this isn't Chael trying to be funny in the league. I had no idea. How would I know? How would I possibly know? I've seen no evidence of that. I can't recall the last time that he had a match. I can't recall the last time that he's ever been booked for a match and he didn't pull out of the match for some reason after, by the way, coincidentally, after the posters and the press releases and everything gets put out. I mean, a little bit too much of a coincidence when it happens that many times, right? They start booking him lower and lower and lower on cards because you can't count on the guy. But eventually somebody finally figured out the scam that he was pulling. I mean, it's been a remarkable run of fight announcements juxtaposed against how many times he actually made the walk. And believe it or not, I'm not looking to be a jerk to Lil Nog. I respect his skills tremendously. I was cheering for him when he wanted to go and be the Olympic boxer for Brazil. When was that? 2012? 2008 when he was doing that? It was a lot of fun. And frankly, I don't ever remember him not winning. He'd had like 3 or 4 fights and I followed him and he won them all. I thought, man, this guy just might make the Olympic team. And the games were going to be in Rio, and it was this whole, 2012, the games were in Rio. He was looking to be the representative. I mean, I'm actually a Nog fan, if you want to know the truth, but I thought that he stopped fighting years ago. So yes, if he's going to fight Shogun, and God bless him, and wish them both well, all that's nice stuff you're supposed to say, I would like to say it with 80% sincerity and a little 20% chip on my shoulder, because him and his brother are such pricks to me every time I run into him. But it does remind me of the Dangerfield line. I retired for 2 years and nobody knew. It's like, Lil Nog, what, are you coming back after 2 years, but you never announced your retirement in the first place? I mean, let me just share with you, Lil Nog. You're retired. You've been retired, but this is a comeback fight. This is absolutely a comeback fight. And it's about the 8th comeback fight that you've had. Between all the drama and all the made-up stories, I don't know if the guy's ever been hurt. I see the guy all the time. I've never seen it with ice on his shoulder. I've never seen an arm ripped up or a leg in a cast. I have seen him sign a whole bunch of contracts, wait until the posters go up, and then make a phone call and say, I'm not showing up that day, but by the way, thanks for $250,000 in media. Ha 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 ha. So I guess Lil Nog's fighting Shogun a third time. Apparently they've already fought twice. Who knew?